EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to our nation's capital at FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. Just as we were getting ready for air, both teams coming out of their locker rooms, out of the tunnel, and this crowd is pumped up as their Redskins get set to match up with the Seattle Seahawks. The big left foot. The first carry now for Adrian Peterson. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Peterson ended up having a really good year, over 1,000 yards, which was 8th in the NFL in rushing. Of course, he was signed after the injury to Darius Geis.
Yeah, that happened midway through the preseason. And he came in and blew them away in a workout, and they wouldn't let him leave Washington, D.C. And guess what? They saddled him up 1,042 yards, his 8,000-yard season. You have to include a 2,000-yard season in 2012. He's now 8th all-time in rushing yards at better than 13,000 and 5th all-time in rushing touchdowns with 106. Do you know what his dad nicknamed him as a kid?
All day.
You got it. AD doing his thing in D.C.
First down, here's a run with Peterson. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. Peterson, Charles, at age 33, I think when he signed with the Redskins, people were wondering what would this season be like. Well, it started off pretty good.
Yeah, and you remember the reason why they're asking that question. Age 33. Last season didn't end very well in Arizona. Had some good games, but was hurt down the stretch. Didn't have those games again. But now, 96 yards in the season opener for Washington at Arizona. Comes back for 20 against Indianapolis. And then 120, a big performance against Green Bay. At his best, you're getting to Adrian Peterson that defenses fear.
From the 50, it's Smith. Eluding the pressure right. It's his target. It's Adrian Peterson. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down. They give it to Peterson. And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
On second down, here's Smith. His throw incomplete. He was trying to get it there to Vernon Davis, the tight end. And it's 3rd and 5. Well, too much oomph, too much mustard there on that pass.
They really turned it loose, didn't they? Really cut loose with that one. Sharp, strong. Didn't lead to a completion, though. Made it very difficult.
Now Smith. And he's going to go down here. A sack. They push him back to the 34. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
Smith. Jordan Reed has it. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A defensive breakdown allows a pickup of 16 on 4th down.
Well, peel back the curtain, partner. We've got a pretty good look into how they plan to play this game. Aggressive seems to be the word. Going for it on 4th down in that situation.
Yeah, opening drive. Now, we know this coaching staff, they have traits of aggression in their history, but what a start to this game. They're going for it.
Yeah, a lot of people might say reckless, but they got it. 1 for 1 on 4th down here early in the game.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
Straight 15.
They'll run with Peterson. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make it 2nd and goal. He'll get it up the middle. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Adrian Peterson, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Redskins take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Hopkins with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Here's Hopkins now out to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Here's a handoff to Carson to begin the drive. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Deron Payne, the big D tackle there to make the stop. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. On 2nd down, here's Wilson. Baldwin with it over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. He got 29 yards that time. Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. And they'll run it here. And he's going to be met at about the 43. Sean Dion Hamilton was there to bring him down defensively.
Let's go, 14.
On 3rd down, Wilson. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Matt Ioannidis in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that'll lead to a 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. He's going to air this out for Baldwin. And this is going to be intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
The Washington Redskins, as they make their way back out here, they're coming off back-to-back 7 and 9 seasons now. Yes, they had the injuries at quarterback. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Shamar Stephen busting through to get him for a loss of 6. Here's Smith now on 2nd down. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowl safety Cam Chancellor. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
And Lockett with a grab over the middle. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. And give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. Back to FedEx Field following this short break. On 1st down, Wilson. And he's got it. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Doug Baldwin from 21 yards away. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up. And it's up and good. So we're right back where we started. All even as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, and it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. Smith now to throw. Out to the left, it's complete to Dodson. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
Settle down, huh?
Handoff comes to Peterson. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. On 2nd down, Peterson. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. First down now, but that clock rolling.
Not too many more ideal situations at 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
Past the 20. Touchdown, Washington. Josh Doxson, 44 yards. And the Redskins are able to strike for 6. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
They'll begin the drive with Carson. And he goes across the 20 to the 22. Brian Kerrigan in on the tackle. Clock running, and the Seahawks, they're running too, trying to speed up to the line of scrimmage.
14.
On second down, Wilson. It's caught on the left side by Baldwin. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. They'll toss it out to Carson. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Now Wilson on second down. Throw left side complete. It's Baldwin. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number one. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Tempo, baby, let's go. Let's go to work. Come on. Bring it out, bring it out. Bam. 19. 14.
Now a handoff looking right. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. A gain of 3, second down.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Now Wilson to throw on second down. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on third down. Throwing is Wilson. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And it's incomplete, almost intercepted. He had a great shot at picking that off in the end zone. It brings up fourth down. Sebastian Janikowski to try the Seahawks field goal. From the right hash, this from 53. And Janikowski bangs it through. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. Boy, they're down only one score, still first half, but they're going to line up for the onside kick. And this is going to be covered up by the Redskins. An abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Tyler Lockett now with a return. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10. Well, throw on first down with Wilson. It's complete to Jerron Brown. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 12 yards there as they move the chains. So on that play, defense was in the zone. They ran a crossing route offensively, but the defense there, you got to be good with communication, don't you?
You certainly do, and it's not something that is really evident when you watch it on the screen. But everyone's talking, communicating, pointing, and it keeps you from chasing receivers because you have a specific zone you have to cover. When a receiver's in your zone and he crosses to another one, you got to let your guy know. They got a completion there, but I like the discipline they showed to stay in their proper areas and then make the tackle.
Wilson looking to throw on second down. Flushed out, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
On third down, it's Carson. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
4th down. Here's Wilson. Going up top. This is caught inside the 15. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he stopped immediately there. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. And he had a nice play there from his free safety position to hold him to nothing.
And, Brandon, remember when the free safety was always back away from the line of scrimmage?
That's changed.
That changed in a big way. The way we see it now, they're almost mirrors between the free safety and the strong safety. One will be up, one will be back, or sometimes both will be in the same spot. On that play, the free safety was there, no gain.
And with very little time left on the play clock, Pete Carroll's going to call timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. The Seahawks on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
Nice job holding him out of the end zone on 3rd down, but give a big assist to the crowd. They've been with him the entire game and have spurred them on. Here in the second half, they've really helped elevate their play.
Out to kick is Janikowski. Here's Harris to return it. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. I guess the good news as they start this drive is that they still do have the lead, Charles. If their defense hadn't been able to hold them to a field goal on the other side, they'd be down. But now it's about preserving that very small lead.
It is preserving and maybe stretching it out a little bit, because if you're a starter on that side of the ball, I certainly hope you didn't loosen up your shoulder pads or start to cut the tape off, because if you did it way too soon. They've got to go back out there with renewed vigor, for lack of a better term, and also a good plan. They need points, and they need them now.
They run again with Peterson, and he'll be brought down right around the 37. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10.
15, yeah.
They'll try and wind down some clock with Peterson. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Now it's AP, Adrian Peterson. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Now a run with Peterson, and he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Smith now to throw. It's hauled in by Doxson. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. Smith finding Doxson that time for a Washington 1st. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They run with Peterson. He's been busy tonight. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. And now the Seahawks are going to call another timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. They run again on 1st down. Peterson. And a short gain here down to the 22. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here, as it comes with 1:04 left to go in the game. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. Victory all but assured now as they take a knee here, and they're going to escape with a 1-point victory. It's been a pretty long drive. This will be play number 9, and they need 10 yards out of it on 3rd. Down to a knee, here goes Smith, and that should all but do it.
And how about this finish? Able to take a knee, run out the clock, and close this game out. by 1 point. You talk about how many coaches we talked to? They all said the same. All I want to do is win by 1 point. That got tested in this one.
Yep, and that cliche rings true. A single penny separates this one. Now look at this, 4th and 12, and they're going to line up to go for it.
Let's go, go. Set, line, 80.
And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game.